Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by the Juggernaut heavyweight contender, Joe Joyce. Joe, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing pretty well, recovering nicely, and started training again. So picking up with my fitness, and yeah, things are all going all good. And
Tell us,
looking forward to like the next stage and to get in with some good fighters and start the year off with a bang.
tell us first of all how you sustained the wrist injury that put you temporarily on the shelf.
I'm not good. I don't really want to talk about it, but I injured my arm, and yeah, it's all healing up nicely. So I should be punching again in like 6 to 8 weeks max.
So what kind of training are you able to do at the moment without punching? What can you do?
Well, I can do I can do the whole body apart from my arm at the minute. I can't I'm just healing that up, but I can I can do a few techniques and light shadow boxing with so just to keep my eye in there. But yeah, a lot of it's just strength training and getting my fitness back up to a level, and yeah, so it's all. I should should be getting a date very soon, nailing down a date. So for the next opponent, but obviously I've got a bit of time till then, but we're looking, say, probably maybe April, May kind of time.
And did you have to have any work done on the arm or any surgery or anything? And how's it feeling now?
Yeah, no, it's feeling really good now. It's just stuff I'll have to be mindful about, and with the regards to like rehab and stuff. So but yeah, it's not going to be a problem. It's still going to be punching again, and I look forward to fighting again.
Great stuff. Now, I believe before you sustained the injury, you got to spend some much welcome time with Ismail Salas, your mentor, if you like. Just tell us how that helped you and kind of aided your continuing development.
Yeah, it was brilliant to get out in Vegas and reconnect with Salas. Good to see him and the rest of the team and the fighters. It's really good. His gym's complete and it's full of fighters now. So it's really fun like being back and like learning again. Like, he had to make a few adjustments in my biomechanics and the fundamentals. So I had to take me back to the basic and then like rebuild. Make sure everything's all right, and until he got me to a certain point, and then he can then start working on combinations and different other like technical and tactical things. So yeah, it's a good learning experience.
And do you plan to link back up with him when you do get a fight date for early this year?
Yeah, yeah, should be heading back out to Vegas again once I'm healed up and start the training camp. And I will have someone, because like the training camp where I had, it wasn't really leading to a fight per se. It was kind of building up to then go on to a training camp in the new year, which was the plan, to be out in February. But so yeah, that's delayed a bit. But yeah, I'm moving forward to so when I get the opponent and the date nailed down, then we'll obviously have stuff to work on, and then think about sparring and different things like that leading up to the fight.
How do you reflect on the performance against Carlos Takam now? A lot of months have passed since. I'm sure you've watched it back. What did you make of it?
I thought it was a good fight. I enjoyed it. Takam was, certainly trying to hit me with his best shots, and it was fun while it lasted. But I think it was the 6th round when I caught it with that left hook. I was not stopping till I stopped him then, because I wanted to make a statement. And excuse me, and yeah, I got him out there like quite early. So. But like looking back, I could see where, there's certain things with my technique and stuff I could have, perhaps been better if Salas was there. So I'm sure Salas saw a lot lot what I needed to work on, and then when I actually came out there, then I addressed those issues.
Did he give you a bit of a bollocking?
No, that's not his style.
No, well, good. I'm glad. So moving forward, you're on a kind of interesting position because you're WBO number one. You're probably not going to get the title shot, or you're definitely not going to get the title shot next fight. What sort of opponent do you need? Because Takam obviously came to bring it, but how do you go another level up from him without fighting one of the champions?
Well, there's a lot that are around the top that are interesting options. So once I can't give the game away and tell you a name because that'd be obvious. But like, yeah, there are people that are like fringe world title level that will be a good opponents for me.
Can you tell us like 4 names and one of them will be the one, but we won't know which?
I don't know, like the top 10, top 5. I don't know.
Is this your top 5 or the WBO top 5 or the world top 5? What are we talking?
I don't know. This is what me and my team have cooked up with for the next coming months.
Right, okay. All right. Let me ask you a little bit about some other heavyweight happenings, if you like. Anthony Joshua is looking to secure his rematch at the moment with Oleksandr Usyk. They'll obviously be battling out for a number of belts, but includes the WBO that you already are the number 1 contender for. What do you think about that rematch, and what do you feel Joshua needs to do differently to have success this time around against Usyk?
Well, he's already kind of started what he was, what he needs to do, and like I've seen him in there like with guys like wrestling and doing stuff like that. So I guess that that will work to use his size for his advantage, and try and just try and hit him. And but I guess it's at the same time it's hard because Usyk is a very intelligent guy when it comes to boxing, and he's like he said he's like 3 steps ahead of him. So it just to kind of break, like Joshua kind of needs to like break that pattern somehow and like manage to land something damaging and not blow a gasket at the same time because it's over 12 rounds. And but yeah, it's looking forward to that fight and see what the outcome is again, and can Joshua do it, or is it Usyk gonna cruise on?
Do you have kind of a horse in the race, if you like? Do you watch it thinking Joshua's a fellow Brit? You obviously have a personal relationship with him from going back a number of years. And also, if he wins, you against him would be a bigger fight, arguably, than you against Usyk. Or do you admire what Usyk did in the first fight and like him to repeat it? Are you going to be watching as a fan? Will you have someone you want to
win? I'll be watching as a fan. But, obviously I've met and I know both of them. But I guess because Joshua is from Great Britain and was a fellow teammate, then I'll be rooting for him. I've obviously took the opportunity to fight Usyk as well, so I'll be watching on and see the next one. But yeah, what a great performance from Usyk the first time round, and I hope to see something similar or better again.
Do you think either of their styles particularly suits you better?
I think I would give Usyk a lot of trouble when because my style, like styles make fights, and I think my style is a good style to combat against him. The relentlessness and the pressure and stuff. I think it'll make a great fight.
I'm sure it would. Another big heavyweight thing going on at the moment is ongoing negotiations between Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury for a WBC title fight. And big dispute about purse splits seems to be the order of the day. What do you make of all that?
Well, yeah, I guess boxing is a business, so you earn like good money, and it's important to like know your worth and stuff. But I guess that can come in the way when making these kind of fights because they're big money fights and lots on the line. So it's about both teams like meeting in the middle where it's correct figure, and hopefully they get that sorted out.
Yeah, there seems to be the debate seems to be whether being an interim champion and having those accomplishments kind of outweighs your drawing power, because one side wants to base it on the last purse of each fighter rather than where they are in the rankings. Is that
like the last three purses or something? Yeah.
Yeah. Is that something you ever think about? Because you're WBO mandatory. Presumably, if you went up against a Fury or a Joshua who, have been in bigger fights recently as they're champions.
Yeah, of course, it'd be better to be, mandatory or have something to offer as well to then, bridge the gap from like obviously where you're at and where you want to be. So, but yeah, it's a great opportunity, and you have to be strategic.
How much do you get involved in kind of the business side of things?
Well, I don't get too involved. Obviously, my skill set is in the ring and in the gym, so I'll try and make sure that I'm in the best possible place. But yeah, obviously I'm involved in the decision making as well. So because I'm getting in the ring, but yeah, it's important to have a good team around me, and I've got a good team, so they can advise me on the best route.
And talking of that team, we saw Sam Jones move on from SJAM, the company he co-founded earlier this year, last year in 2021. How has that changed things for you, if at all?
Just, I guess, like training camps, and I guess having him around more and being like kind of the go-to guy to ask questions and stuff. So, but yeah, I think it's a great thing. I think it's with Sam's skill set, I think he's going to make a great promoter, and and that company Probellum as well. To see that, I think that they've got a making of to be a great thing as well. So it's all new and exciting.
Presumably, you'll miss him. He's been a big part of your journey so far.
Yeah. But I mean, he's not, he's not completely gone. He's
not dead. he's
still alive. I can still pick up the phone. What's going on?
But he's been a big part of getting you to where you are. And I guess
definitely.
And now Adam Morley and Shane Watson have got to help that continue. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So so Shane stepped up to join Adam as part of SJAM, and the team's growing and the team's strong, and there's going to be some, there's so many great fights that are going to be lined up this year. I'm looking forward to seeing them and being a part of them.
Now, with all the talk about Fury and either Joshua or Usyk eventually meeting in an undisputed title fight, do you expect to get your world title shot, which you've already waited a while for, this year?
Yeah, God willing, I'll get my world title shot this year and become world champion.
You've just given me the thumbnail image. That's great. What do you expect to happen after the two champions come through their next fights, whoever comes out on top? Do you think they'll meet ultimately, or do you think they'll have to accommodate mandatories, including you, before that?
Sorry, again? Sorry?
Yeah, no worries. The two champions, after they come through their next fight, so Fury presumably against Whyte, whoever wins that, and then Usyk Joshua rematch. Do you expect them to then fight in an undisputed clash, or will they have to accommodate mandatories first, including you?
I hope so, but then again, I would like the mandatory as well. So I mean, I would like to see that great big fight, or be involved with it somehow.
If it was you get your shot first, or you have to wait, but you're guaranteed a shot at all the belts after, which would you take? Like devil and the angel on the shoulder.
I don't know. Each have their merits.
Yeah. Come on, Joe. Come on, big Juggernaut.
I'm sitting on the fence.
Juggernauts can't sit on fences. They crush it, wouldn't you? Come on.
And what was the question again?
Would you rather have your world title shot first, guaranteed, or would you rather wait while they have an undisputed fight and then you get a shot at all the belts afterwards?
I'd just win my world title belt and then I can have a shot afterwards anyway.
Yeah, you could unify, yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be guaranteed, but yeah.
Yeah. Better position that way anyway. You know?
Better negotiators. See, there's the business mind again.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right, I like it. All right, I really, really appreciate your time. Hopefully you'll have a fight date confirmed soon and we can catch up again and talk about the opponent who you won't tell me who it is.
Haha. Yeah. All right.
I look forward to finding out with everyone else.
Cool. All right, Danny.
Cheers, mate. Really appreciate it. Take care.